Hello, my beautiful people. Shortly, I want to tell you a huge thank you for sending your direct messages or following me on LinkedIn. That tells me that the stories that I tell you resonating with you. And based on the content that you share with me, it seems like you are in a path to search your way, how to become solutions engineer and what needs to be done to become one. As I'm currently being a solution engineer at HashiCorp, I wanted to tell you some insights and lessons that I learned when I started that career path. So let me tell you today how you can link your passion to the role of solution engineering. Let's start. You can be an individual who just graduated from university, maybe coding bootcamp, or just considering changing your current job to solutions engineer role. It is important that passion factored into the equation. Right, passion. Yeah, money can play the role, but passion is a priority. If you figure out passion, money will come. I guarantee. Well, while characteristics such as it's really a long list. Strong values, talent, ambition, intellect, discipline, what else? Persistence and absolute luck contributes to your career success. Following your passion can often make the biggest difference at all. Would you agree or not? Before we'll jump into the conversation, how and where passion and solution engineering meet together, think of subject or topic that spikes your interest. It can be not only subject but maybe topic that absolutely consumes your attention, something where you're losing your mind into. It can be in the scope of health, technology, wellness, bioengineering, maybe beauty, maybe investment, self-driving cars, maybe fitness, mindfulness. I'm sure you have one of those lists already boiling and ready to explode. So let's discover what it is. Just think for a second. Without dipping deep down, just define the scope. What industry you have your interest? And you can just swipe up to see what other options are, or you can go and check Google search and see where the options are available. Now we defined where our passion resides in. At least some scope that helps us to narrow our future journey. Now ponder or observe, how do you perceive the subject? Or what kind of continuous behavior happens? Such as you might spend countless of time joyfully researching the topic, or maybe you can passionately discuss it with your family, friends, partners, and I would assume it's something that you cannot be tired of. It's something you love exploring all sides of the subject. Would you find yourself in that one of those 3 points? If you happened discover your passion while you're watching this video, or maybe think of one, please can you share it with me in comments, and maybe if I know, I can provide some links that will serve you as a next step of your discovery. Now let's talk about business. If you consider any business, company, or organization out there, assuming that entity reached certain maturity level, I'm not telling about startups where one person wears hundreds, maybe dozens hats. I'm talking about the well-established companies, more than, let's say, 100 people. You'll find common teams among those businesses, and those teams usually sales. By the way, solution engineering is a part of sales. Solution engineers is a technical resource to bring value to the customer so they can understand what this product for and why to use it. Then those teams can be research and development, human resources, maybe the pipeline of how that resource being delivered to the end consumer. And you might ask, why are we listing? Why are we even talking about those points? The question I want to ask you, what is the common among all of those teams in the company they are serving? Yes. So even though each of these individual teams, they perform their daily tasks, but they serve bigger value, bigger purpose. And that purpose, what kind of service the business delivers out there. Now, remember the passion of what you just thought of a second ago. It doesn't matter what you know about the role or the team that I just listed and what that role assumes, so what they do. The most important part is to map your passion to the business industry or that biggest value what business brings to the end consumer. For a better picture, let me give you an example how you can link your passion to the industry and be successful on that path without necessarily knowing the immediate skill set that you need to know at that position. But remember, the key parts are your passion and the industry that is aligned to the passion of yours. Let me give you an example from my personal story. I just graduated where I studied computer science and I was in pursuit finding my dream job. I was surely convinced that I have to search my job based on knowledge or skill I acquired at school. And in my mind, I saw it, I know how to code, I need to be a software engineer. Without even asking myself whether I really truly like coding, I was mindlessly, I wish I was mindful. I was mindlessly applying for jobs just to get that role without even bothering what the company does. At the time, there was a game of numbers and that failed drastically. If you want to know why, check the video and you'll find more examples on it. That story of me being a software engineer did not work. You may ask, what worked? Well, it was the end of 2017 and I was browsing through TechCrunch. If you've never seen, never heard, check TechCrunch. So this is a resource where you can find all about trends, what's happening, what's relevant to the market, who been acquired by whom, how much the business or company get vesting, and so on and so on. So I was browsing through and I discovered the blockchain technology. That was revolutionary for me at the time. If you have not heard, blockchain software technology works as distributed, or better to say, ledger, shared ledger, to record what was done and when. It is designed to solve a problem of losing or tampering stored records. I was completely lost in that subject and my mind was literally blown away from the freedom that this tech can allow or bring to the society. In short, after I started reaching out people who are in the industry trying to get any possible opportunity, and without having well-developed portfolio of skills that were needed, my passion for blockchain technology compensated it. Of course, on the most exciting part, my phone died, so I needed to move to charge it. Coming back to the story, the role I was given called ecosystem developer. Right. That was exactly my face expression when I heard that name for the role I was supposed to do. In my next recordings, I will tell you more about blockchain ecosystem and what ecosystem developer is. If you're interested, you can subscribe and I'll tell you more about those topics. But for now, you can see that ecosystem developer job is really similar to what solution engineers do. At that time, I was learning and teaching Solidity, how to build smart contract, and positioning the value of the company or ICO I was working for. The main takeaway from the story: find the industry you're passionate, and then the skills, whether it is public presentation, building demos, or throwing workshop or events, will come to you naturally. Those points where we started, if you remember, which topics you can spend countless amount of time to research joyfully, or it is something that you can passionately discuss with your family, partners, or friends. Think of that topic. And this is the same topic where you cannot be tired. Why? Because this natural energy that comes to you that powers it through. You don't know what boredom is. In general, those are main drivers that would make your transition to solution engineering role smooth. Believe it or not, once you find your passion, I already told you, I guarantee you, you'll be able to map it to the digital industry. Whether it is cloud innovations, bioengineering, investment, or anything along these lines. If you're really serious about building your future in the space of solution engineering and want to know ins and outs, let me know. Or leave your comments below. Now, there won't be any results if you won't put your actions toward it. I want you to show up for yourself. And that's why I will ask you just one thing. What subject are you passionate about? Find it. And then find a tech-oriented company that solves a problem in the area of your interest. That's it for now, and I'll see you soon.